Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez and
Kataleya Davenport Dupree.
you come with your last name. Alright. These girls with their names. Alright, we even asked Misty for you. How do I go about treating a drag queen that I looked up to that has been talking shit behind a computer? But when I see her in person, she's all smiles and kisses. Alright, Kataleya Davenport Dupree.
Mm-hmm.
You picked this question. Go ahead.
Yes, I did. In the drag the female impersonation world, there are a lot of drag queens who basically, like, when they see you in person or they see you at a booking somewhere, they're like, oh, girl, you did sick me? How are you? Oh, my God, you're so beautiful. Then you get behind closed doors, and it's a thing like, girl, your performance was tired. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop doing this. Girl, you need to put on more makeup. This is not right. I'm not reading. I'm just being real. And when you could have, a lot of people like to take constructive criticism. Some people don't, but other people do. Why couldn't you just say that to my face while you were in front of me? So it's like, how would you deal with someone who's like that?
Yeah, how do you deal?
Me, personally, I kill them with kindness. Like, I'm very straightforward, so it's like when someone does that in front of me, I immediately go, okay, cut the bullshit. Nah, I know this. Mm-hmm. But in most cases, when I'm like at a pageant somewhere or a fundraiser, I'll, smile and be like, thank you so much. And then I'll text her and be like, nah, that was some bullshit, right? But I think finding out other ways of how to deal with them will be really, really helpful. Because there's a lot of people like that.
So you want to ask the question instead of answer it?
Well, I answered it.
Oh, well, I mean, you're like, you want to find your way too.
Yeah, I want to answer it and find my way also to it because it's because I'm newer, so it's like trying to deal with it as well as answering it. I can answer it on how I deal with it, but there's certain places and certain ways that you have to handle things, and I don't want to be in the wrong place and just be like, girl, can you get the hell out of my face? She'd be like, weren't you trying to just run from my pageant 2 weeks from now?
Right. Well, that's actually a really good question. I learned a long time ago. Hold on. I learned a long time ago. You have to be careful how you treat other people. You never know who's going to be on your judge panel.
That's true.
And you could be nasty, 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 and then the next week, that bitch is judging you at Miss Whatever, and she don't like you now. So, but this kind of goes along with what we were talking about today a little bit, about people being nasty and shady and mean. How do I go about treating a drag queen that I looked up to that has been talking shit about me behind a computer? But when I see her in person, she's all kisses and smiles. All right, so this is going to happen. This is going to happen every day of your life. This is going to happen every booking that you go to. This is going to happen every club that you go to. The way you deal with it is you grow a backbone and you realize that bitch's opinion does not matter. Is she paying your bills? No. Does her words hurt you? Yes, but they don't pay your bills, and her true opinion does not matter. I did an Ask Misty a long time ago where I was talking about a situation where me and my brother were dressed up in sister drag, which is kind of like clowns. Oh, I did a video with Sister Indica, so you know what sister drag looks like. As it's a non-profit organization as nuns, and we had clown makeup on. And my brother and I went into Burger King in the middle of the day after a fundraiser, and we were getting some food, and there was a homeless man who's clearly homeless and had no teeth and was sitting there full of piss and just, you could tell he was homeless, and it was just really, really nasty and bad. Well, I didn't see him right away, but I walked in, my brother walked in, and it was one of those situations where he felt insecure and out of place, so he thought that if he made fun of us, everyone would look at him and be like, ha ha ha, you're right, or whatever, I don't know. But he decided to make fun of us. And he started calling me fat and my brother stupid and like we're ugly clowns and whatever. And he was being very vocal and very aggressive. And I turned around and looked at him and I was like, are you kidding me? You're homeless. Like, your words don't matter to me. You can call me fat, but you're still homeless.
Exactly.
And then that like just sunk in. I was like, whoa. he was really mean to me, and he has said things to me that other people have said and really hurt.
Yeah.
But I didn't care when he said them because I didn't care his opinion. And that's what you got to do. You got to realize that these people's words don't matter. Yeah, she's talking shit online because she's hoping that as many people as possible can read it. But the reality is, she's afraid of you and doesn't want to be shady and cunty to your face. So you have to realize that once somebody has shown you their true colors, believe them.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I have looked up to a lot of female impersonators, and they have done the same thing to me. And being that I'm a very, very quiet person when it comes to basically snapping back at people unless it really, really offends me, I just, to myself, I deal with it in a totally different way. Like, I'll make sure they see me at every show that they're performing at, so they have to deal with me. I'll make sure I'm smiling. I'm very polite to them. But when they get in their snotty ways and they're like, "Oh, girl," behind closed doors on social media, you see a big ass paragraph post says, "Oh, she thought she was a shit tonight," and then you comment and you put a smiley face with a little kiss mark, and then you see her in person, you be like, "I love your status, but baby, don't talk about me behind my back." I understand that we both grown, act like an adult. Because in this world, we need to start sticking together and we need to start being united versus arguing over some lashes or fucking highlight powder that somebody is wearing that's too dark or too light or contouring. If you have a problem with it so bad, why you won't just help?
You calling me fat doesn't make you skinny.
Exactly.
You calling me ugly doesn't make you beautiful.
Right.
You pointing out my flaws does not make you perfect. You telling people that I'm going to hell doesn't mean you're going to heaven.
Exactly.
You can talk about me all day long, but your words don't affect me. And it still makes you an evil, ugly person. And the more you talk shit about people, the more people are going to look at you and think, wow, she's really ugly.
And the words you choose dictate the person you are.
So you need to be careful. But the reality is, how do I go about treating a person? What I said earlier in today's video, if you don't like them, you don't need to tell everybody in the world you don't like them. Just don't like them. There's a lot of people I don't like.
Yeah.
But you don't know who I don't like
Yeah.
because it's none of their business. You can like anybody you want that I don't like, unless it's a situation where you might be dating them or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, you should probably know. Maybe look out for this. I'm not telling you not to date them. I'm just telling you this was my experience. And beware. Once somebody shows you their true colors, believe them. You know they're a shady fucking cunt. Stay away. Don't talk to them. Don't say hello. Now, there's some situations. There's another coworker that I used to be very close with, and I do not like her now. And she's a nasty, shady cunt.
Yes.
And
Very.
when I see her, because we worked together for a long time, and I would see her in passing, and I'd be like, hey, girl, that's it. I don't need to know how your day was. I don't need to know what movie you saw this week. I don't need to know who you're dating. I don't need to know if you're happy or sad. Hello. That's it. We're done. I don't have to like you. And nobody in the room, when she walks in and I'm on the microphone, I don't tell the world I don't like her. Ooh, look who walked in.
Because
it's none of their business.
That's how everything gets spread and stuff get mixed up and turned a whole different way. And
ain't nobody got to know that shit. It's my business.
yeah.
Anyways, do you have anything else to say?
No.
So my advice is let them be evil and ugly. You're better than that. Don't let it affect you. They're the ones that have trouble sleeping at night.
It's true.
Bless it and release it. And that was Misty Eyez and
Kataleya.
Loving You Is Easy.